Hello all, welcome back to Ma Gurukul. Today I want to share 4 to 5 recipes with bread along with you all. All these recipes are quick snacks for children aged 1 year and above. So both my daughter and son are making it, and it's a really good option. It is both for vegetarians, that means egg eaters, as well as vegetarians. I have made both. I made all the recipes here. Please do have patience and watch the video till the end for all the recipes. Right, so let's get started. The ingredients required for all of these recipes together is fresh bread. You can choose whole wheat bread or any of these, and eggs, salt, pepper powder, a little bit of oil, and any vegetable which you would have cooked for yourself. Usually you will cook a sabji, a vegetable palya for yourself to eat, right? So any vegetable, it need not be one particular one. So I cooked bottle gourd today, so I have taken a little bit of that bottle gourd vegetable or sabji. Yeah, so here's the surprise, not surprise, yeah, here are the yummy and nutritious recipes for you. This is the first recipe: 2 eggs and slices of bread. We break the egg, add salt and pepper to it with just 1 teaspoon of oil. Dip it in the egg and fry it on the tawa. I'm using my cast iron tawa here again today. Alright, so the trick to make these is you can make again 3-4 varieties in the same repetition only. That is dipping the bread in the egg and frying it on the pan. What we can do is we can beat the egg properly before you dip the bread into it, and you can take the bread, the slice of the bread, and dip it completely, or cut the slice of the bread into half so it will form triangle, right? That is just to add that shape to the children, right? If you want some colors to this, what you can do is, instead of adding food colors, you can add thick tomato puree, thick palak puree into this, so it will give that color. Beetroot, yeah, if you add some beetroot also, it will give you a different color, right? This is another one. This one I'm making it for Anu. It is easy for her to hold it in her hand. The same recipe, I'm just cutting the bread using the cookie cutter. So you can use different shapes of cookie cutters, right? So we just cut the bread, dip it in the egg, which we have beaten it nicely with salt and pepper. Pepper, again, you can modify the salt and the pepper according to the requirements or according to what your children eat. I mean, there are children who eat spicy, so you can add garam masala or anything of these to it. Instead of using food colors to give these colors, you can add natural colors, a little bit of beetroot juice. This leftover bread which is there, I will use it again, so that's why I've kept it aside. Press it a little, because once we dip it, there will be the bread would have absorbed the egg. If we don't fry it properly, it will start tasting raw and smelling also raw. So children will especially the children who are 1 year old or the toddlers, yeah, they will observe these. they will smell their food, they will observe the color of it, the texture of it, and then they'll have lot of options, or probably a lot of likings for food, right? So to prevent that, we need to make sure that it is nicely cooked. There, I just added only 1 teaspoon of oil onto the tawa, right, and spread it out. With that same oil, I finished frying all. That is for Anu, that is for my daughter. This is for my son. This is the second recipe. The whole bread, without cutting it into the slice, I am frying it, right? Now what we can do is, this is something which you get in the bakeries. I mean I used to have it as a child in the bakeries, right? So I have made a mixed veg sabji, which is for our lunch. Actually I didn't make it for the bread, I made it for our lunch. So right, so I just put that sabji between the bread and made it into a sandwich. This is the second recipe. You can add cheese or cheese slice or mayonnaise sauces to it. You can modify this one into any flavor based on your likings, right? But this is a complete food. See, you have carbohydrate, protein and the nutrient gone into the child's stomach, so you are happy for the day. At least starting the first day, yeah, the breakfast is done. It's hot. Kaira is saying it's hot, right? So this is Anu's. Okay, it all fell down, but he's tried to hold it again. This is what I support, allowing children to eat by themselves. This is the third recipe. This is the sabji which I have cooked, bottle gourd sabji for the day, right? And this is the other sabji. Usually I have 2 sabjis in a day. So this is the other sabji, mixed veg sabji. So I just take only 1 spoon of this bottle gourd sabji. Now this is for all the parents who say that my child doesn't eat sabji, right? So don't take too much of sabji, because if you take around say 2 spoons of sabji, then you will need around 3 slices of bread to make it into a dough, right? So based on how many patties you want, you can, or bread vada or patties you want. This is the leftover bread. I'm adding that along with 2 more slices of bread into it and mix it along with this sabji paste. I have not added water to make this paste, the sabji paste. I have not added any water. If you add water, it will become very watery and then you will have tough time making it into a dough. So please don't do that. Just try to pulse mode in your blender, try to make it into a fine paste. While I'm busy in the kitchen, this is what both the brother and sister are doing. It makes your work also easy. It makes them independent by doing all this, by helping them eat by themselves. They might dirty themselves, they might dirty the floor, but it's okay. And the clothes also. So I've mixed the bread into the sabji paste which we had made, right? And while you're blending, make sure that you don't add chili which is there in the sabji, because it will make it even more spicy and the children might not have, right? So this is the simplest recipe. You need not make again an extra thing. This will be good even in the evening. Say for example you have some leftover not the stale but good sabji in the house, and you want some special dish in a rainy season or on a rainy day to be made, or you want something to be given for your children in the evening, then this is the best one and the easiest one. Just take bread, put the leftover sabji in the blender and make it into a dough and make patties, right, or vada. Again, I don't usually recommend deep frying anything, so that's the reason I am only tawa frying it. 1 tablespoon of oil. I'm somebody who is very particular about using less oil. Yeah, this is another one, the same cookie cutter. You can make any variations in this, heart shapes, flower shapes. Again, for color, use natural. If you have say palak sabji, make it into a paste and make it will be looking good also, green, and it's a healthy recipe to you too. Yeah, so why I'm sharing this bit is it's easy for children who are 1 to hold these smaller ones rather than the big triangle, right? So we learn with our mistakes, don't we? That's what I've learned, and from next time I think I'll have to start making the smaller versions. So these are our egg patties, egg veg patties, made with easily available ingredients at home. You don't need to cook extra or make separate dish and then make the patties. That won't be required, right? So any day, if you know that you have the sabji or the vegetables, cooked vegetables at home, and few slices of bread, then this is the easiest method, a quick snack for children and for us too, and on a rainy day too. Okay, this is for me and Kuldeep. This one I have not used egg, just the slices of bread and the sabji. This one I think a majority of us will know. I have not added any raw onion or tomato or cheese into it, or any sauces into it. Just the simple plain one, sabji and bread. Alright, just a little bit of butter is gone into while frying these, while just roasting this bread slices. You can use a sandwich maker too. If you have a sandwich maker, then you can use a sandwich maker. I'm just giving it a slight press so that everything settles down and it looks nice, colorful when you cut it into half. So this is for us. So on one single day itself, I've made 3-4 varieties and shown all the recipes to you. I usually don't do this, I do only one recipe, but since I was using bread, then I thought let me show all the varieties to you. If you do like this video, please do like, share and subscribe, and do ask if you have any doubts in the comment section below.